Word came out that I'm the best, I had to stand on it. If the play is longer than the mouth, I put my mans on it. Greedy with the licks, then reference seed on me like tag on it. If I see a nigga trespassing, put the stamp on him. Peace be a million, stacked to my ceiling gone. 40 cal ain't never wrong. Try and put your brody on, backstab and get involved. Peace be a million. Don't front your move, knowing how my niggas move. Might get your shit snatched. Peeping but his brother knew. I'm calling dispatch. Dripping, losing hundreds too. I got my leg back. Niggas watching workmen move. Bitch watch this kickback. SIGPOPPA. No info on bro and his release date. Federal agents mad cause I'm paid. Bitch, if I get locked up in that cage, bet I return rich. Nigga, cause I earned it. I'm on my firm shit. Cooking white, I learned it. And it was worth it. It just ain't my purpose. Long as I'm working, baby getting Birkins. Bet I return rich, nigga, cause I earned it. I'm on my firm shit, cooking white, I learned it. And it was worth it, it just ain't my purpose. Long as I'm working, baby getting Birkins.
If you ain't workman, please don't ask me for no feed, I'm taxing everything. Remember niggas act like they ain't know me, now they spamming me. Whole time trying to click up cause they bitches fans of me. Says she want some food, I hit brother for the recipe. I can't say his name cause the fans steady testing me. Lost my current, then I lost my bitch, that shit was stressing me. But fuck that shit, now I'm lit. A Mary's too tight on my dick. What else? Keep stressful, designer kicks. Just call me parts, that's it. On my soul, I can't switch. On my soul, we getting rich. On my soul, I get you hit. Might fuck around, just do that shit. Fucking niggas, bitches, tell them I'm her cousin. Dap them up in public like that shit ain't nothing. I push my foot down on the gas, I'm leaving something. I'm rolling 3.5 a rush, you know it's punching. I lead the pack, feel like Mike Jack and his brothers. We talking money and loyalty, fuck the others. I'm on my way to the riches, lock me in, don't wanna miss it. We gon' ball every season, money game, I'm trying to lead it. This a sport, that's every season. What else? Fuck her raw, bet she tweak. This the kid ain't for the weak. Hat hoes busting off the Jeep, this brand new wave gon' have him geek. Humble, but don't think shit sweet. Remember curtains was our sheets. Remember petty licks for the gas. We was some young niggas. Now we grind to sit on our ass like some old niggas. Put me on any beat, prove my versatility, my #1 ability. 4 letters GOAT, you niggas can't compare to me. YouTube rap don't let me sing. Yo bitch, call me parts, and my fans say I'm a prodigy. Nigga, yeah.
Gotta work with me, I'm the only one that want it, Gotta chase my dreams, I'm the only one that's funding, Gotta roll my weed, that's the only thing I come with. I can't overthink, but my thoughts, they just keep running. So I shoot them at the knee so they can stop. Niggas say exotic, but my man, I'm not gon' shop. My clip is built for burly niggas, so I suck my stomach in. Bro, you got your hands out, but ain't you bringing money in? I wake up, I speak life, and then I live it. My words be laced for love, but when y'all hear it, y'all just twist it. Falling out with me when I ain't well, cause I won't fix it. Nope, niggas, hoes, and bitches being vixens. Relentless, damn. Colors in my blood like Toucan Sam. I could wipe you if I wanted to, oh yes I can. I've been spitting since I was playing that Cane Jam. In middle school, goofy niggas confuse me just like riddles do. Whoopie woo, truly on my hips, it's like a hula hoop. This and that, cock it back, ain't nothing to get rid of you, a cigadoo. Damage to your body, break a rib or two. Cough it up, smoke up on my weed just cause I'm nonchalant. Ain't no whip, but on my lip, don't care if it's the option on. Talkers talk, pay him that attention and you fucking up. Fucking
basic
up.
bitch, she ain't never seen a stash. Somehow she got a whole Birkin bag. It be you tender ass niggas playing dad, but paying that fee for some ass. If I swerve too hard, might crash. Seeing lean, no, I can't see the dash. Tender whip, no, I can't see the path. Relax, little baby, just chill. I know my way through the field. It's the reason I'm behind the wheel. Gotta watch for the snakes, gotta watch for the jakes, cause either way you'll get killed. And RP them niggas that fail, and free them niggas who ain't gon' tell. I'ma make sure that we all straight. Everybody gon' eat off the plate. Forget living on Section 8. When we pull up, gon' see guarded gates. Automatic, don't get out the rape. You don't struggle, it's time to get paid. That's the plan, don't believe me, just wait. I ain't flexing, I just motivate. I'm the blueprint, but I ain't Jay. I book the town every day. It's real sad that you gotta keep a Glock in your waist, cause niggas in the city get popped every day. Over fake beef, petty bitches, niggas don't wanna beef about no pay. I'm a young nigga on my grind, why you gotta hate? We gon' ball forever, nigga, come on, join the wave.
I keep it 10, like Mike Conley, baby. Add another zero if he armed and dangerous. Fighting, life and all you name it. Ain't no ops unless you waiting, cause I'm calm and faded. Type shit, get you incarcerated. Blood and blood, they snake you cause you concentrated. Locked in, bet it all like Vegas. Workman had a dream, he selling all the stages. Ask me, I would never know. Ask for brothers, never know. But cross me if you want, and I'ma spin the block like rodeo. Then I'm going blow for blow, cause you can't go show for show. Let this music shit confuse you, I'ma set it straight for sure. I be singing shit like Janet, snapping shit like Kenneth. Can't take my gift for granted. If I'm talking shit, I'll can it. Impediment, I win it. The shit I mean, I ran it. Staying on my P's and Q's, cause shit be so ironic. When you walk up in that club with all that ice on, pay attention, niggas notice all that ice on. Like I'm Michael Jordan shooting shit, my eyes closed. If I'm coughing in Corona, it's a night cold. Cause I've been smoking on that gas. Mouth look like a chimney. Don't invest your cash unless it's longevity. Think your brother glad, but it's negativity. Right lung filled with gas, left like right you killing me. I keep it 10, like Mike Conley, baby. Add another zero if he armed and dangerous. Fighting, life and all you name it. Ain't no ops unless you waiting, cause I'm calm and faded. Type shit, get you incarcerated. Blood and blood, they snake you cause you concentrated. Locked in, bet it all like Vegas. Workman had a dream, he selling all the stages. Working, hustle, running me. Broken down, ain't fun to me. Crispy blue smell lovely. Thoughts they weigh a ton of me. Demon steady tugging me. Run it up the thug of me. Spend it all on shorty cause she really found a cover. And I've been thugging in my feelings. Got my mind on getting rich and stunned on them flexing bitches. Shitting on a nigga different. Now I'm locked in with a bitch that I love more than me. So when I'm walking up them charts, she be escorting me. I keep it 10, like Mike Conley, baby, baby, baby. Can't let these feelings in this life control my riches now. Look at my $100, manifest 100,000. But if I told you that my pain gon' make 100,000, would you come set me up and sting me for that 100,000? And I'm still living, breathing, scheming, God ain't meet me yet. It's the niggas screaming, preaching, streets won't chase a check. Bust out them trays and let it pay me, that's a big boy flex. But that's a big boy flex. Cash it like a check, I make me upset. The way I think it moving, talk niggas think I'm a threat, but how that stick move? Busting down on P's because that rent due. Talking out your neck, but I don't know jeans. Pockets fiending, all my niggas big demons. I'm just ballin' like a season. I'm in buff, my weed from Cleveland. Just like Brownie, fuck with Cleveland. I roll up, don't need a reason. I don't need a reason at all. Reach for anything and I'm gon' send you to my God. And I'm not gon' serve a day behind them damn bars. They gon' know I sent you off respectfully by law. Minding his would benefit, he could've kept his job. His job. His job. His job.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is Zach. I am Sir Zach. I didn't know really what to say to open up the stream, but what's going on? It's been quite a while since I streamed the last time. I think the last time I streamed was during that Jonathan Sharkey documentary. It's been a while. It's been a rough summer. So basically what we're going to do here is first, I'm going to give you the rundown of what I've been up to, what I'm working on, and then we're going to get right into the Harrison Briggs videos, because I've heard people saying there's a lot going on with him right now. Well, people are always saying that. People always are like, he's doing something crazy, and it's, not to be rude, it's like, he's been doing that for years, but I know what people mean. He's streaming, there's always something happening, so instead of going in and making a whole video on him right now, we're going to just check out his videos he's uploaded lately, because I haven't really looked at them. I I briefly looked at them before I started this, and it's weird. I mean, like, it's what you expect, but someone, I cannot remember who it was who commented. Forgive me, but they brought to my attention that he's been doing sleep streams lately, and I haven't been totally keeping up with all that. So, unfortunately, they're not all archived, but we'll make do with what we have, and we'll see what's going on. But first off, before we go to that, I have to let everyone know I've been injured this summer. I don't know when I'm going to be injured again, so this is why I got to talk about it. If you don't know, if you don't follow me on Twitter, I broke my finger. I broke my left pinky finger terribly. It was an oblique fracture, and the bone was super mobile. I got hit with a basketball. It's been terrible. I had to get pins in my finger. It doesn't sound like much because it was my pinky finger, and it's like, it's your pinky. It's not that bad, and that's what I thought initially. But it was bad. It was really, really bad. I had to do everything with one arm for a while, so I had to postpone everything that I was working on. I'll show you a few pictures just of my finger. I gotta share some of my pain before we start. All right, let's see. So the first picture, this is my finger right after it broke. So it got hit with a basketball, and then I went inside. I thought it was just sprained. I just thought it was jammed. So I tried to crack it and just bend the joint, because sometimes that'll make it feel better. And I've sprained my finger plenty of times in my life, but when I went to crack it, it made a really ugly crack sound, and it felt like my finger was on fire, so I knew something was wrong, and you can see right here, it's all fat. It's all gross. Then, let's see, what's the next one? So this is the x-ray of it right after I broke it. If you look right here, it's pretty messed up, and it was crooked, and just didn't feel good. So I thought initially that I was just going to have to put it in a splint and just wait a few weeks, and that's it. But it happened on July 1st, so it was 4th of July weekend. I couldn't really go anywhere to get it checked out, so when I did eventually go to an orthopedic, I had to schedule a surgery. So total, I was waiting 11 days with this disgusting broken finger. It was just floating around, and it was not in place. But so this is what it looks like now. The pin's going through it. It's healing a lot better. The pin should come out, I think, this upcoming week, so I'm going to be really grinding on the new content. And lastly, this is what it looks like. It's pretty gross. And yeah, that's what happened to me. That's where I've been. That's why I've been kind of inactive. I mean, I'm active on Twitter usually, but it's been a pain to make new videos when I had one hand. Now I just recently got both of my hands back, so back at it. That's really about it when it comes to my finger. I won't talk too much about that. I know you don't care. You're here for Harrison. I see the people in chat. Particle Travel, what's up, fellow Zach? What's up? Liberty Bell, love the Harrison content. Thank you. Isaac Damon, anyone here to actually watch Harrison's live streams? This is my stream. I'm watching some of his videos if you are confused by any chance. But okay, so briefly, we're about to get into it. What I'm working on right now is I am currently working on the Cyrax documentary. And that's taken a little bit longer than usual because, the whole injury thing. So I'm also working on a quickie kind of video. It's a video on the website Funny Junk. It's a brief retrospective on the website because I used to use that website a lot. I've always wanted to talk about it, so I figured I might as well make it into a quickie while everyone waits on the longer documentaries because that's what I know a lot of people enjoy. But so the Cyrax documentary, it's going to be extended. I'm going to have an extended version on Patreon for only $1 a month. But if you don't want to do that, that's fine. There's the version on YouTube's going to be long enough, and the version on Patreon, it's going to have some fun little extra stuff that's probably would get the video age restricted right away if I just uploaded it in its entirety on my main channel. So that's what I'm doing. Expect the Funny Junk video within like a week or so, and I'll keep updating you on Cyrax, the whole video. That's a very difficult video to make for me, because it's a lot of really disgusting shit, and it makes me sick. Alright, so that's what I'm doing. That's what we're getting into. I'm glad to hear you're looking forward to them Particle. It's nice to hear. Isaac, oof, I broke my hand, and those pins are not fun to take out. No, I'm dreading that. That is actually what I'm dreading. They offered to take one of them out this past week, and I was like, fuck no. I'll wait till they both come out. I don't want to know how the pain feels and still have one sitting in my finger and have to be stressing about how that's going to be. So, yeah. I completely understand. I understand your pain. I have a new respect for people who've broken their fingers. It's hell, especially if you need surgery. All right, so let's get into the Harrison videos. Let me pull this up, his channel here. Okay, so you can see I've only touched on like a few videos before I started this stream. I just wanted to see what exactly I'm getting into, but I wanted to save the good stuff for live, because from the thumbnails, just looking at some of the thumbnails, I fear he's having more encounters with random people. And I touched on this in my follow-up. Over the years, he's gotten more ballsy and has gotten more in people's faces and just saying his random incoherent shit. And I fear for him in that case, because something bad will happen eventually at this rate. I know that's very negative and very blunt, but I mean, let's face it, it's just not getting better. It's very unfortunate. And I could make a video on Harrison probably every single day because of the amount of content and the amount of stuff that happens, but I want to do something. I only like to make a video if something really significant happened. Otherwise, it's just kind of stupid to make a video every single day about him, because this poor guy's going through hell, and I'm not here to make a daily video Harrison updates kind of thing. But yeah. The follow-up video, the main reason I did that is because he really blew up on YouTube, and I did not expect that. His most viewed video before he blew up had like 14,000 14,000 views, and now what's his most viewed video? Let me just see. I want to see how many views he has exactly, because I haven't really checked. 8.4 million views, 659,000, 436,000, 355,000, 25,000, and this is where it starts to kind of die down. And when I made my initial video, this was his most viewed video right here. I Was Framed by Lisa. And I really never thought he would really get any recognition, and he probably wouldn't have if it wasn't for that YouTube Shorts feature, because that's how I saw this video. I was just looking at the app, and this exact video popped right up, and I couldn't believe the amount of views it had. And it's kind of slowing down in terms of views. It looks like it's probably gonna stay around the 8 or 10 million view mark, unless he has another video that goes viral. But okay, so let's go back to his most recent videos. Okay, where should we start? He holds his phone up to his ear, pretending to talk on the phone with the camera recording. Yeah, I've noticed that. I've definitely noticed that when he walks by certain people, you can tell he's picking his phone up, pretending like he's talking to people. But other times it's clearly obvious he's recording them. So real quick, I want to see what exactly I clicked on this video first when I was looking at his channel. And hang on one second, let me just put my headphones on. I was looking at this video though, and I'm not sure where he is here. It's called A Visual for Mueller, and someone actually put that in the chat, in my chat. But I saw this, and it just was a very unusual setting for him. I've never seen him. It looks almost like a waiting room. We're going to play a little bit of it. I've watched little bits of this. We're not going to sit on like a 10-minute video for the whole thing. Because he's got so much stuff, we're going to skim through it. But let's just check out like the first little bit of this and see what happens.
It's the United States of America. We've already evacuated more than 18,000 people since July, and approximately 13,000 since our military began on August the 14th. Thousands more.
You can hear Joe Biden in the background. So it seems like he's in a waiting room, judging from the TV being there, or he could be in a hotel room, I don't know. He's always in a new room, so you can never really tell.
Those Afghans who worked alongside us.
Okay, let me skim through this, because it looks like he just sits here. And it doesn't look like he ever acknowledges the live chat, which is kind of frustrating, because I really would love for him to be, at least engage a little more and kind of explain in greater detail. Because, his vague little remarks he makes in his videos, they're really hard to kind of understand what he's trying to say. But eventually you can kind of get the gist of it.
On this evacuation.
Okay. That's a terrible sound. Let's skip through it. I'm looking at his chat, too. Let's see. Is Mueller here? I like your cut, G. Hello. Why's good? What's good? Yeah, what's good? Harrison, haha, how are you? Yo, nice pose. Mueller here. That cup is gonna fall off your leg, bet. Nah, yeah, you're probably right. Damn, he is balancing that pretty well. That's impressive. Did he just do this to show off to Mueller his balancing skills? His streams are pretty boring. I just try my hardest to get him to respond to chat, but he's only done it maybe 2 times. Yeah, he never responds to chat or comments. Or if he does comment ever, it's just he'll put like a singular comment in his video and never acknowledge the replies or anything. It's very frustrating. It is very frustrating. What's up, Johnny Hex? Is he a monetized channel? I'm not sure. I really... If he's eligible for monetization, that's for sure, with the amount of views and subscribers he has. Let's go to a new video. He's definitely eligible, but I'm not sure if he's even aware of that, because he could be making money off of YouTube. He really could, but again, I think he's just so far in his delusions. He just doesn't care, I guess. But he gets money from his parents, so... I guess he doesn't care. We're going to try and avoid some of the streams unless we see something really interesting, because like someone in chat mentioned, that his streams can be pretty boring. It's his videos, his regular uploads that are most interesting. So let's go down to maybe like, okay, I watched this video. This was actually kind of interesting. I didn't actually finish it. I was watching it on my phone while it was while I was getting the stream ready. So I want to rewatch this in its entirety and really see what happens here. If it's too loud or if my voice is too loud or anything, just feel free to let me know.
Someone drove off or walked off or whatever, my phone settings.
And yeah, he could finance his
Mueller,
travel.
this is going to be a visual and a location for you. I don't know if I'll reveal the time and date though, because maybe if I reveal the time and date, you'll ask for more time to get away with your crimes and everyone else who does this shit. Right now my phone is in my right hand, so that may cause you to ask for more time. So I'm transferring my phone into my left hand. Now maybe you won't ask for more time.
What does that mean? I have literally no idea how to interpret that.
So this is me. And anyone can be put in another body by force. This is the town where I am actually. It's called Miami Beach. It's in Florida. But I won't reveal the date and time.
He says but I won't reveal the date and time. I don't know why he's saying that, because if you know Harrison, he pretty much like doxes himself every chance he can get. It's kind of funny, but I mean, of course, I'm sure he gets bothered a lot by trolls and shit. Which some of the trolls, I'm not gonna lie, can be kind of funny in the comments, but you probably shouldn't go like bugging him or his family. Yeah. Oh, and Johnny, I talked about my finger earlier in the stream. You can just rewind it or wait for the replay. Does it say anything else here? It looks like he just keeps walking. Wait, what did he say here?
Mueller, pretend that you didn't see these kids.
Mueller, pretend you didn't see these kids. Is he saying that so Mueller doesn't like kidnap them or something, or use them in a school shooting? I don't know. See, like, things like this he says so much stuff, it's impossible to interpret everything he's saying. I mean, we can get a good idea of what he means, but who fucking knows, man? Yeah, see, like, this stream here is an hour long, and like I said earlier, someone said he does sleep streams, and I really want to see those, but I don't see them anywhere. That's very unfortunate, because that would be really, really interesting to watch Harrison sleep stream. That's unbelievable. Okay, let's pick another video, though. Let's see. Let's do this one. This one, is this like a person he's encountering, or is that like a reflection of Harrison? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, it's pictures. Okay. Potty snatchers. Let's just look at these pictures. This lady has no idea. None of these people have any idea who they just encountered. They just encountered the most tortured man in the history of the world, essentially. The most brainwashed and the most abused person ever. And he knows they're body snatchers. He's got you on camera. And then there's just Nicholas Cruz right here. It's kind of funny. Okay, so this isn't a video. It's just of him showing the pictures. It's kind of unnecessary, so let's just move on. Man, I got hyped up. I thought it was going to be something crazy. Just find a really long vid, and I'm sure there's a part of it where he's sleeping. All right, let's... I will look for that. I will... If I see anything that catches my eye that's really long, that looks like a bedroom setting, I will definitely see if I can find him sleeping, because... Man, if he starts doing donation streams, that'll be pretty crazy. That'd be a crazy-ass twist. Okay. Is there somebody in my room? Let's see if he says anything interesting.
Somebody in my room?
Oh, wait, let me just pause. He just looks so beat, man. If you go back and look at the I Was Framed by Lisa video, and then just look at him now, there is a big difference in his appearance, because man, this lifestyle he's living is, I can't imagine how stressful it is for him. And I know he's delusional and he's mentally ill, but, you know, in his mind, he thinks all of this is real, and the stress is just beating him to a pulp. And I feel terrible. I wish he could get out of this, man. It's so sad to see it go down. But again, when you hear moments of Harrison saying something about a black agent's balls, you can't help but to laugh, though. You got to find some humor in the situation when it's so grim. He's been talking a lot about the Parkland school shooting lately. Yeah, I noticed that. I think I even touched on that in my follow-up video. He seems very obsessed with that shooting in particular. It's really weird what he's trying to say about it, 'cause he's saying, like, these agents, what was it again, that these agents allow these shootings to happen? I don't know, but he's very fixated on it. He is very, very fixated on it. Okay, let's just go to another video, because this video, clearly, he's just probably going to say, who's in my room, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's find one that has, like, a bit more views. Let me just see this. Was I their training dummy?
Oh, pardon
Maybe
me.
it's just...
Leo, this is the visual. Maybe you can figure out the location without me showing a police car. I'm not going to reveal the time and date because you'll ask for more time.
What? What does that mean? Because you'll ask for more time. That's for that. You know, this is actually really weird, because Harrison used to be, from what I understand, he used to be very open about giving his exact location, time, and everything. He will dox himself to the fullest extent. So I have to assume this is probably something with has to do with Mueller or whatever. involving the whole time thing. I don't fully understand that. Let's see. Okay, I don't know these people. Okay, this is just another video where he just shows pictures. Alright, those are very boring. Let's see. Let's find another one. See, I miss when he does like the very when he does those videos with a lot of commentary. They're kind of hard to find. You got to really look, because a lot of his videos are just of him recording a room or a parking lot or something. Okay, it looks like he talks a little bit here, so let's just see what he has to say. August 21st, 2021. So this was today. Our recommended videos are eerily similar.
This is Fort Pierce.
We need to contact Robert Mueller and get him to call Harrison on the phone. You know, I'm not totally against that. Maybe if Robert Mueller called him and said, listen, Harrison, this whole world you have here is not real. This is all in your head. Either that would make him stop, or that would just make him act up even worse. So, I don't know. Maybe, I wonder if there is a way to get a hold of Robert Mueller. Of all things, Mr. Mueller, you'll never guess why I'm calling. I'm calling about Harrison.
It's August 21st, 2021. Phil's still in my room. I should always be the only person in my room. That's never fucking happens.
Wait a second. Hold up. Wait. I'm trying to look at what's on this table right here. Because a lot of people, I've seen people arguing whether Harrison's actually a drug addict or if he's just crazy. And I'm starting to lean towards more that he might be doing some drugs. And again, I touched on this in my previous video. I touched on a lot of things in that previous video, so apologies if I repeat myself. But it's seeming more and more like he does do drugs. I mean, he has admitted he has been under the influence of drugs, which that could mean he wakes up and he feels drowsy and he's probably automatically thinking, oh, I was drugged, I was raped, blah, blah, blah. Or he actually does do the drugs and he is just delusional and says it was them doing the drugs or injecting him with the drugs. Isaac said, is there actually any connections or conspiracies about Mueller and body snatchers? I don't know, actually. I'm actually not sure. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some really bizarre things going on with the whole with the FBI, but no, I'm pretty sure there's no connections like with Harrison personally, obviously, but I don't know. I really would love to know, how did he come to this conclusion with the whole body snatchers thing, because it's really complex. He really has put a lot of thought into this, clearly. Okay, let me just play this over, but it looks like right here that these could be drugs. It's hard to tell. Maybe he'll go towards that table in the video. Let's just see.
That's never fucking happens. Yeah, I wore this yesterday. Yeah, and I'll change it in a bit.
Okay, wait a second. Okay, maybe that's not drugs. I mean, it looks like an ashtray. Is that an ashtray? I'm not certain if he smokes cigarettes. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but I think he might actually. For some reason, I recall something involving cigarettes, but I can't be certain. say anything? Okay, looks like he doesn't say anything there. Well, yeah, about the whole drugs thing, let's see. Little Bubble says, despite his disheveled appearance, I don't think he's using drugs. I don't know. It's honestly still a mystery. The only way we can really find out is if we heard back from his family. And I have tried to reach out to some of his family members on Facebook. Not trying to be nosy, but just trying to see if I can get a little insight. But again, I have not had any response or anything from any of his family about his drug use or whatever. Liberty Bell, yeah, he smokes Camels. Okay, yeah, I could have swore I remembered something involving him smoking cigarettes, and yeah, and if you noticed when he speaks, like just in that video we just watched, and you'll notice throughout just all the videos that we go through, his speech has become even more slurred, and that could be just because he's exhausted from his way of life. But it also reminds me of what happened to Terry A. Davis, because if you don't know, Terry A. Davis, the guy who made Temple OS, when he was nearing the final weeks of his life, and in some of the videos you can see he's very slurred speech, and it's just, you can tell he just was so far gone, and it looks like that's what's happening to Harrison, because he is slowly fading more and more away from reality. That is without a doubt. Okay, so let's find another video here. Let's see, what should we do? Let's go down a little more, maybe not the past 24 hours. Let's see if there's anything interesting from over a past couple days or so. I don't know these people. Somebody in my room. Okay, let's see what this is.
Yeah, no, his name.
Okay, what the hell's happening here? It's already loud. Paid the Broward County Sheriff to hypnotize/torture me and then take over the CIA. Oh boy, what happened? Let's see. Q45 said there's a 14-minute video from about a month ago where he talks like that the entire time. Excuse me, if you can find it. I'll see if I can find it. I would like to actually see that, because he doesn't speak as much in his newer videos. It's very hard to find him just speaking. He just wanders around. Little Bubble, the irony that a bunch of strangers online are hyper-analyzing his behavior and he thinks he's being gang-stalked. I know, if only he was totally aware of that. There's thousands of people that are very interested in his way of life. I think if he fully realized that, though, he'd probably go even crazier. Irregular speech patterns are common symptoms of severe schizophrenia. Figures.
Yeah, no, his name Harrison Briggs, and you can pay to hypnotize him and torture him. Do you know anyone who does that?
Is he acting like he's on the phone again? Trying to see his reflection in their truck.
Yeah, you pay someone. Oh, you pay a Broward County Sheriff's officer, and then you can hypnotize Harrison Briggs and torture the fucking shit out of him all you want, and then take over the CIA. Because his uncle is so high up at the CIA. That's what it is. So you can take over the CIA by torturing Harrison Briggs. Well, do you know anyone I could pay to torture myself? I mean, Harrison Briggs? No, I'm in Broward County right now.
Yeah, he's acting like he's on the phone.
I guess.
That was a really weird video. I'm not sure if these girls are aware that he's recording.
And you can pay to hypnotize.
But he's talking very loud and he gets vulgar, and it's just things like this. When I see this, it's just so painfully awkward and it really depressing, honestly. But when you listen to what he's saying, he's bringing up Mueller lately. I mean, he's brought up Mueller for years, but lately he's been bringing up Mueller a lot. More than mud. I actually haven't really heard him say the phrase mud lately, because who knows why. Maybe he's going through a Mueller phase, I guess. He went through the mud phase. Who knows what'll be next? But again, he says a lot to take over the CIA, and I think he means, you know, Mueller and Mudd and all of these intelligence operatives are looking to brainwash the whole CIA and make every agent there like them to snatch bodies and continue torturing him and maybe people like him. I'm just trying to understand this here. We're learning. We're still learning. I've made 2 videos on him, one documentary and one shorter documentary, and we're still learning about Harrison. Still learning about him. Let's see. Okay, what should we do here? Any idea if he gets SSDI, or maybe do you mean SSI? If he does, I honestly, I don't think he does. Just because he seems like he really does end up struggling when it comes to money, because as I recall in one of his older videos, he said something along the lines, my real dad gives me money, but my fake dad doesn't. So it seems that all of his income clearly comes from his parents. If some does come from disability or whatever, it's clearly not enough, because he does seem to struggle to make ends meet. But if he was monetized, he would probably make a good chunk of cash. I mean, there's a lot of people that feel bad and probably would give him money, but I don't think he's aware of that. Okay, let's see. I want to see this real quick, a visual for Mueller. Another stream titled this. I just want to briefly skim through and see, does he go inside at all? Does he go to sleep? Doesn't look like it. It looks like he's sitting on a patio for a while. Let me just see if he has anything to say. It looks like all he's doing is just sitting on this patio and watching whoever's walking by like a hawk. Someone says behind you. I mean, I can't help but to laugh at that. I mean, it's so like basic, but I've seen people saying like, I have a whole group of agents and they're coming after you, Harrison. And if he sees that, that must make him go fucking nuts, unfortunately. If only he knew. It's just fuckers joking with him. Let's see what this is. Okay. What FBI agent said to me about 8 years ago, "Yay, we're the ones delivering you." Whatever that means. Maybe we'll find out. I thought he was going to say something for sure in this one. Let's see here. Cobra gets about $550 for his SSI for having autism. I think he'd qualify. I'm pretty sure he would. I wonder if just his whole situation with being on the move maybe affects that, or maybe he just doesn't care to do that. Maybe his only income he cares about is getting it from his parents. Okay, wait, well, let's see here. What is this? This stream looks a little interesting, especially the setting. Now, I recognize this house here. I'm going to assume this is like a family member's house of some sorts, because I could have swore I've seen it before, but let's just skim through here. Oh, I thought he was sleeping. What's he doing here? Yeah, someone asked, are you sleeping? So let's actually check this out. Maybe we can find something good here. It's a bubbly right there, I can tell. Lime. It's kind of interesting seeing him just walking around his living quarters. I don't know why, but something kind of interesting about it. Damn, he looks like he leaves for a while. Damn, he just doesn't care. Okay, let's see what he does when he comes back. Okay, it seems like he went out to smoke a cigarette or something. Let's see, does he say anything?
This much, even this much. Hey, happy birthday, including Jeanette.
So pops the TV
Why
on.
isn't she running faster?
She's just sitting there.
She's running in heels.
It's really odd how he does not engage at all with the chat. It kind of bothers me.
Well,
Okay, let's speed through here a little more. Does he go to sleep? Does he start... Ooh. Is he going to start talking here, maybe? Let's see. There's a woman in this video when the door closes. Do you know the timing on it? The timestamp? I would actually like to see. If there is, I'm going to assume that's... Yeah, I think he has a sister. I'm pretty sure he has a sister. I think these streams are him trying to catch the invisible touching people on camera. Could be too. Actually, that's a good point. I forget that he does record himself trying to catch them on camera. And there are times where he insists that they're on camera, they're right there, and I mean, you can't really see anything, and of course there's people pointing out, saying, I see them, they're right there, they're behind you, Harrison.
First, I'm going to get some cigarettes. I will come back.
Are these like the first words of his? I'm gonna go out for some cigarettes, I'm gonna come back. I didn't think someone like him even watches TV for some reason, besides like the news, because always in
I'm
the
like I'm leaving the
news.
hotel. I think twice I've done this. Walked out with my laptop going.
Wait, hold up.
I think twice I've done this. Walked out with my laptop going. I'll be back, buddy. You're a good boy.
Is he gonna say anything? It's kind of wholesome seeing him be like, I'll be back, buddy, to his dog. It's kind of cute. That's like one of the rare, genuine moments that you hear of him. Good, just that little moment there, saying he'll be back. He'll be back for his doggy. Okay. Gigi Hadid. Maybe someone was in her body. Let's see. Is he gonna talk here? It looks like he's gonna talk a little bit.
9:48 a.m. No, it's 9:48 a.m. Oh, Father's Showmobile. It's August 16, 2021.
Is that someone in the back of his car? Hang on. I gotta
No,
check
it's
that out.
9:48 a.m. Oh, Father's Showmobile.
That is a person. I could have swore I just saw an arm. Is that an arm? Am I just going crazy too? Am I just seeing shit? But is this a person back here?
Showmobile.
Maybe it's one of the body snatchers. Maybe this is where I realized that Harrison's been right all along. Live in the flesh. Everyone here witnessed it. Harrison's been right all along. There are body snatchers.
It's August 16, 2021.
Okay, is he gonna talk at all?
Just from post-hypnotic amnesia, whatever. Was I ever with Gigi Hadid and in a trance, of course, and said, what's your name? She said, Gigi. And then one of the things I said, do you realize if you changed 2 of your letters that your name would be a palindrome? And she said, yeah. And then I said, there's some famous sentence, and it's the world's longest palindrome, and she knew it. And I want to reiterate, Gigi, if it's true, then what you set off, and if it's not true, not only will I apologize to you, but I will do everything that I can to help you forever. Maybe you didn't have a chance. So.
Is he talking about forming an alliance with Gigi Hadid? Now, I know Gigi Hadid's like a model or something. I really don't know what else she's famous for, but this is kind of interesting, actually. What kind of Netflix shows do you think he's into? I don't know, maybe like that Area 51 documentary or something. He's probably watching something like that. Or maybe his taste and stuff is really weird. Maybe he likes chick flicks. Who knows? No, I forgot, but I saw someone walking when I was watching this live. Ah, damn. I'd love to see. I'm pretty sure it is like his sister or maybe even his parents.
When I was in a trance and talking to you, maybe you were in a trance and talking back to me. Someone else was in your body. I was hypnotized a lot to remember that I was hanging out with her on a couch, and all of a sudden I put my fingers in my eyes, and then she said, what the fuck set him off? I want to get the fuck out of here. You know, that could have been a psycho in her body. No one talks to my conscience, but so that needs to be pointed out.
Okay, that was like a very...
But I don't know, no one says a word to my conscience.
Very odd statement.
Now it's 9:50 a.m. and it is August 16th. It's 2021. This is Malvern. A video I just put up on YouTube, I tried a bunch of times to put on TikTok. There's somebody in the bathroom, you know, in Malvern. And it gets like 95% of the way there and it says, can't upload it, and it goes to my drafts. I actually edited it, made the video a second shorter, tried it a second time, and it still didn't work. So why that one video? Other videos I can put on TikTok, but that one, they're stopping. Why?
That one video of my
her?
thousands of videos, they're stopping.
So that needs to be pointed out. It's possible that the one time I ever heard my name on YouTube besides myself talking about myself in the first person was there's a clip. I think it was Gigi Hadid and some other girls, like the Kendall girls, Kardashian girls, and they were getting ice cream and they went to their car, and it was they're going to the car and they went to get it in a blue Elantra, and someone said that's not your car. Like a paparazzi in the background, someone said Harrison, and then they walked to their own car and they said, see, we told you he's stalking us. Nothing could be further from the truth. And then I talked about that video and I was never able to find it afterwards on YouTube. Never. And it had millions of hits. So.
Well, just saying, it would be kind of hard to find that video. Of course, this person, Gigi Hadid, I imagine, is pretty famous, and it'd probably be hard to find a video of a paparazzi in the background of a video of her saying his name. I mean, I kind of figured he does this. He probably like watches videos or TV, and whenever he hears Harrison, I mean, he's going to probably correlate the two and think there's some kind of a big connection here. So that's why he's probably fixated on Gigi Hadid, but still very random.
That is something that Gigi Hadid needs to hear. I mean, when that post-hypnotic memory, you know, and that was right when she said, she let my conscience see her. And then I did see her, my conscience did see her in South Beach, and she gave that look of hope. So, you know, I want everyone to know I'm doing my absolute best. I'm the good guy. And no one says a word to my conscience. This is hard to figure out. Combine it with brainwashing, this is hard. You know, I'm not going to give up on good people. I will not give up on my real family. And they can be in 100 bodies at once, some of them in prison, some of them can be watching these videos, you know, hoping for something. you have me. So, and I have help from at least one group. But I don't know how to save anyone. But I can put the truth out there, and in time, it will affect the change in leaders at the CIA. The current leaders will go to prison for life. A new leader will be brought in, his body cannot be snatched, and he was 100% fucking admirable. And it will have a ripple effect across other law enforcement agencies, all of them.
It's a lot to take in. Saying a lot of stuff. Let's.
Why that one video, they did one on TikTok, and the other ones they're fine with going up on TikTok? Is somebody in the bathroom? I don't know. Who the fuck did I catch? I mean, this town's been a camera for years, and nothing counts unless it's my video. Actually, I actually moved to Bucks County. I remember talking to someone and that's posting dog shit about beautiful horse country in Pennsylvania. Fucking Bruce Willer's probably there for decades.
Okay, well, that was a very bizarre video. That's probably one of the strangest I've seen yet on stream. So now he has this thing with Gigi Hadid, I guess. I haven't seen him bring it up much, but very weird, very weird. And it's so heartbreaking when you hear him say, you know, I will find my real family. I will find them. They've been snatched or they're being switched, whatever. It's really heartbreaking. It is very, very sad to hear him say that because they're right there. They are right there, Harrison. If you're watching this, your family is wherever they live, and they just want you to chill out, man. I know that's not great advice, but we do what we gotta do to try and... This is the only way I can help him. This is the only way, is my words. My words. He could be watching this stream. This is very true. He could be watching right now, and if you are watching, Harrison, I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to interview you or something, just to actually get to speak to you. I feel like I'd understand a lot more about you. Look up the video, Mueller, look at my shirt. He talks about writing SpongeBob SquarePants. Okay, I'll look that up right now, actually. That sounds very funny. Little Bubble says, what are the odds that Harrison Briggs is actually an MK Ultra victim or something? I mean, it's always possible, I suppose, but I don't know. If he was an MK Ultra victim, I feel like MK Ultra victims are specifically targeted to do really crazy shit, but if he is an MK Ultra victim, this is pure torture. It's like he's living in actual limbo because he just does the same thing every day and talks about the same shit all the time. So, I mean, it's always possible. You never know. But he probably isn't. He says he's been targeted from the day he was born, but I think he's just slowly lost it over time. Okay, but okay, Mueller, look at my shirt. He talks about writing SpongeBob SquarePants. Let's look that up real quick. Okay. Or yes, I would do a Zoom call with him too. I would love to get that together and have a bunch of people actually speak to him genuinely, not just looking to fuck around with him. Because it's like impossible to get a hold of him. It really is. I've messaged him on Instagram, TikTok, his email, a couple of his emails, Messenger on Facebook, and I've even called him on Messenger just to see if he would pick up, but to no avail, unfortunately. And I don't want to be too, like, nosy messaging him constantly, because, I don't know, I just feel like it's kind of rude, but if he wants to talk, I'm more than willing to speak to him, and I know a lot of people are as well. Okay, Mueller, look at my shirt. Mueller, look at my shirt while I talk about doing Bob, because I think he wanted me to be... Oh, great. All right, we're going to check out these two.
Mueller, I want to know. Feel free to look at the shirt while I'm asking this question. Did I write SpongeBob SquarePants?
What the fuck? What is going through his head just to think about this kind of stuff? Oh my god.
And the reason why, I think maybe is for a few reasons. One of them, I was actually with a couple of my half siblings, and the question came up, where does SpongeBob live? And I said, I don't know. And they just gave me this look, like, I can't believe you don't know that. Like a look they had never given me before. Not that I spent much time with them during the course of my life, but like, and then in retrospect, I think what that means is that they know that I was writing that show, if I did. So yeah, look at this shirt, because I think you wanted me to talk about SpongeBob in the shirt that I was wearing earlier today.
Okay, that was very, very random. That was very bizarre. Thank you, Q45, for telling me to look that up. And if anyone has any specific Harrison videos they know the title of and know how to find it quick, feel free. I'll look it up right now. But let's check out that other one, and then I'll tell you what I think.
There are only so many comedy writers, I guess, who are allowed to be in Hollywood. And they've been doing this for a long time. And in the fucking 90s, they were stealing my jokes. It's not hard to figure out if I wrote SpongeBob SquarePants, if a ton of people fucking know, and everything goes back to the same writers in Hollywood. And I mean, from jokes on Friends to movies to TV shows, and the whole time, I'm sure people are like, why don't you just help Harrison and then say you're funny and we can write stuff and we'll get rich, and it would have been legit. The bigger picture that I talked about before is, if you know what jokes are going to be told in advance, you can tie it into three-way hypnosis and use it to take over people's minds. And there are other reasons why I think that I wrote SpongeBob besides when I gave him the last one. And Muir, look at my t-shirt, because I think you wanted me to be wearing the shirt that I was wearing earlier today and yesterday when I talked about SpongeBob.
Okay, I'm not totally sure what's up with the whole shirt comment he keeps making, but that is very, very weird. That is a very odd statement. Of all the statements Harrison could say, I did not expect him to say he may have written SpongeBob. But how do you not know where SpongeBob's from? I mean, are you kidding me, Harrison? I'm sorry, but he lives in a pineapple under the sea. Everyone knows that, no matter how old you are. Oh my god, that is pretty funny. I figured a sleep stream would be like hours long, so I went back a month or so, but we've seemingly watched the longest recent one, so I don't know, said Particle. Little Bubble says, esteemed comedy writer Harrison Briggs had his jokes stolen in the 90s. Man, how much of a plot twist would this be if this became true? That would be like the most bizarre story, I think, in YouTube history, if everything he was saying was true. You never know. I remember he also will say, like, people have made movies about me, and I'd love to see them, but I can't find them, which is kind of ironic since I made that documentary about him. So I'm kind of proving his point. So maybe I am making the situation worse. Maybe we should just stop doing this. Nah, he's gonna do this no matter what. Okay, let's see what we can find. Oh, he does bring up mud. Let me just see this real quick, because I haven't seen him bring up mud lately. Okay, I'm assuming maybe that guy right there is mud or something. I don't know. These brief videos can mean anything when they're like 15 seconds. Okay, I want every gas station in Williamsport covered. Is a 2-part video with some content. Okay, we'll check it out. Let's see what we can find here. Okay. I want every gas station covered. Okay, here we go. Part 1 and part 2. Okay. We'll check this out. We'll probably stream for about like another 10-15 minutes because I do have some shit I gotta do, but let's check this out. Let's just relax and enjoy more Harrison. I mean, it's enjoyable for us, but you get what I mean.
Like I said, if you have power, that's where you go. I assume the Vero Life across the street from the Econo Lodge. And maybe The Pennsylvania State Police want me to leave Williamsport because, you know, when the CIA and the NSA show up with money to pay the Pennsylvania State Police to release their hostage, they're not going to want me to put it on YouTube. So
my hope is because we're getting all the vertebrae.
But Harrison, they probably would just upload it.
When the state police have a hostage besides me, if I put it on YouTube, them getting paid to release the hostage, you know, maybe a crime's being broken or something, being committed.
It's like, I wonder how big this is.
Well, are rape, torture, and murder, kidnapping, hostages, are they crimes as well? So,
I think they are.
I'll assume that the Pennsylvania State Police wouldn't want me to, you know, put on. Well, why the fuck would I go to their fucking barracks or anything or headquarters and start taping? You know, I broadcasted their fucking state police academy enough times, and they still needed proof, and I went the fuck across the street from it. But let's just say they don't want me to put on YouTube the CIA and NSA showing up at their barracks and paying them to release one of their hostages. And exactly how do they want to get paid?
I really hope this, what he's saying, I really hope he doesn't actually end up going to some police station or military barracks or whatever and starts rambling about this whole hostage shit. I don't like him saying that. That's making me feel like, you know, the seed has been planted in his head by himself, and he's going to probably have a desire to go through with these plans eventually.
The potential is definitely there that there could be a whole dinosaur in there. Jake Butterbury, get your ass down here to help.
I'll bring my assorted cutlery with me.
Oh, we get to see an insight of Ricky Bobbies. See, it's like there's so much info about Harrison, but yet at the same time we know so little about him. It's very weird.
I mean, what would the Pennsylvania State Police tell people if I put on YouTube the CIA and NSA showing up at their barracks and paying them to release one of their hostages?
That would be so bizarre.
What lie would they tell to get out of that one?
It's better for the planet.
So I'll leave. Listen. So I'll leave and I'll probably stay in Pennsylvania for a while longer, another night. But my assumption is that the Pennsylvania State Police don't want me putting on YouTube the CIA and NSA showing up at their fucking barracks and paying them to release one of their hostages.
Oh, okay. I was misunderstanding what he was saying. He's saying the CIA and them will show up at their barracks demanding them to release hostages, whatever. I thought he was saying he was going to go do that. My mistake.
Pennsylvania State Police want the CIA and NSA to pay them. How?
Okay, let's go to part 2 now. Oh, there's another one here. Maybe we'll check this one out too. There's quite a few. Oh, boys. New fixation. Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Okay.
And maybe after the NSA and CIA show up and pay the Pennsylvania State Police, then 10,000 police departments have to show up and pay them too. Right? I mean, that's a lot of fucking cash right there. Well, I guess 99% of the FBI have to show up and pay the Pennsylvania State Police too. That's a lot of fucking cash. Shit. So yeah, that's my assumption that Pennsylvania State Police don't want me broadcasting. Broadcasting? You know, put it on YouTube. The CIA and NSA showing up and paying them to release one of their hostages.
Not for nothing, Harrison, but you're kind of exposing them right now.
Then again, I'm not going to go to a barracks and put it on YouTube. I broadcasted the State Police Academy more than once.
Okay, so he is saying he
And they
wants to
still
go
went
there.
across the fucking street and wanted proof.
Okay, that's not a person. Earlier, I thought there was someone in the back of his car, but it looks like it's just like clothing.
You know, maybe I will stay in Williamsport for one more night. I may change my mind. And look at how much gas I have. And Mueller's like, and the Pennsylvania State Police like, I want every gas station in Williamsport covered. Coffee up in there. I do have the $8.99 a month unlimited coffee at Panera Bread, so I'll go there and I'll get some coffee, and then I'll decide whether or not I'll spend one more night in Williamsport. So it really doesn't matter if I put anything up in Williamsport on YouTube, because the CIA and NSA are going to show up at the barracks and pay the state police to release one of their hostages. And after that, 10,000 police departments and 99% of the FBI.
Okay, very bizarre. That was very, very weird. Maybe we'll watch this one, but real quick, I just want to see if there's anything else here. Let me just check the chat real quick. I've been watching these parts. I haven't acknowledged chat. I'm sorry. Little Bubble says, do you think Harrison is reaching a point where he may hurt someone else or himself? I felt that way for a long time, but somehow he just keeps going and nothing changes. Yes, I have thought that he's going to do that, and I won't be surprised if he does, because he does seem like he gets more and more confrontational, and maybe if the wrong person crosses him, or he is just having one of those days, maybe he might assault them, or maybe he'll be like one of these people going to a police station and just, I don't know, causing trouble. But I know what you mean, and I do think it's a possibility, and it might happen, unfortunately. We don't want to see him in jail. We don't want to see him in a mental hospital. And someone did ask a little earlier, I forgot to acknowledge it, I apologize, but someone said, why doesn't his family do like a 5150 for him? And I'm pretty sure I have an answer for that. It's, for one, he's always on the move, which makes it very difficult, but I believe his family lives in Florida somewhere, and Florida has a law called the Baker Act, where just if someone's going off the rails and is in danger of hurting themselves or someone else, they can forcefully institutionalize him. And I'm not sure if they did it before. I wouldn't be surprised if they did, but if they haven't, I question why. But who knows? There's so much we know, but again, so much we don't know about Harrison. Okay, let's check out this other Williamsport, Pennsylvania one. Let's just see if he says anything interesting here. Or let's do this one. This one has a little more views. Oh, that guy knows he's recording. He looked right at the camera. Okay, is he just gonna walk around again? He's filming this guy in his trunk. Is that the guy from inside, I think? So awkward. Damn, he's really filming this dude leaving and everything. He must be a body snatcher. Does he talk at all? Okay, maybe he gives a little monologue.
Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Yeah, I wore this shirt yesterday. I used to work for Enterprise, actually Alamo Car Rental. One of the stories I was told during my training was Enterprise started out with just like 12 or 20 cars or something like that in Ohio. I think the guy's last name was Ford. And the other car rental companies used to laugh at how small it was. And then for some reason, it became this huge fucking car rental company. And there's really no explanation given for it, but it just became huge. And I think within a matter of years is what the person told me who was training me. I think what it is that guy Ford cut a deal with QAnon that had the biggest car rental company. That's why I got so big.
Huh, I was unaware that he used to work for Enterprise, the rental car service. Well, we don't know that for sure. I mean, he said he helped write Spongebob. So we got to take what he says with a grain of salt. But that's interesting. See, little bits like that, I can see that being believable. Like he may have actually worked for Enterprise or something. But again, take everything he says with a grain of salt. We can't be certain. Let's see here. Let's see if there's any other very crazy ones. Let's see. Little Bubble says, at this point, he needs so much more than meds. I agree. I definitely agree. When he talks about being hypnotized and on drugs, I'm pretty sure he's talking about antipsychotics, to be honest. That's a very good point. That did not even cross my mind, honestly. That's a very good point, Little Bubble. I think you may have just debunked the whole drug thing there. That does seem like it makes sense, though. Let's see. Liberty Bell, Florida is a public record state. I'm tempted to query the Broward area counties for street checks encounters with him. Yeah, feel free to do some more digging in the Harrison. And in fact, before I end this stream in a little bit, if you did not see my original documentary on Harrison, I feel like a lot of people don't know this, especially if you didn't see it. Harrison had his own website at one point. It was a standard HTML website that he would use as a blog, and it had a lot of his writings. Before I end it, I'll see if I can pull it up and put it in the chat for people who haven't seen it, and people can poke around, because there's a lot to go into about that, and a lot of those writings come from like 2014 and 2015. It's not up anymore, but you got to use the Wayback Machine to view archives of it. And yeah, Harrison does bring up about QAnon a lot. I don't really know I don't understand fully what the involvement is that QAnon has with this whole situation, but it is very weird. It is very weird. He brings up a lot of things. He pulls all kinds of things. Parkland, QAnon, Gigi Hadid, fucking Spongebob, and then, of course, the usual intelligence agencies. This is the point of no return, boys. Pack it up. Q45 says, in PA, it's called getting 302'd and not 5150, and you can only do that to someone if they are talking about harming themselves or if they're a threat to others. I think he could potentially be a threat to others. I mean, with how he kind of gets in people's faces, I guess you can consider that. And just his nomadic lifestyle is definitely dangerous. I mean, it's someone like him who's really vulnerable, who clearly doesn't have any way to defend themselves. I fear if something will happen to him. If it's not him encountering somebody, I fear maybe some not so great individual will do something to him, with him always being on the move and probably in bad neighborhoods and just flipping and flopping. All right, let's see what we can find here. A visual for Mueller. Huh, is he sleeping here? Looks like he's looking at his phone here. Wow, it's weird to see him relaxing and just laying back and looking at his phone. You just never see him like this. Does he put his phone down at all? Oh, I think we'd have found a sleep stream. Wow. Seems very boring, though. Clearly is not going to acknowledge anything, though. Wow, that's actually really interesting. Maybe he was asleep, but it looks like he jumped right back on his phone. I would love to know how much he does actually sleep, because I can't imagine it's a lot at all. Okay, well, that's interesting that we found a sleep stream. Does he say anything? Nah, it doesn't look like it. We'll just move on. Let's see. He's eventually going to be the victim of a violent crime for filming. And someone else says, you can film anyone in public without their consent. It's legal. Yeah, it is legal, but not everyone's going to care that it's legal. So he's going to probably film the wrong dude and just get punched or something. And that'll get his delusions even more going. So I hope that doesn't happen if it hasn't already. Okay, let's see. Let's see this. I want to check this out real quick. The title kind of interests me. Excuse me. Is this whole show about / if Detective Deed had told the truth? August 11th, 2021. Okay, there's another detective agent, whatever. Great.
Sorry, Ted. Don't be. You're right. I don't regret it.
Let's get to where he starts talking. I'm going to try and find that website while we watch this.
Detective Stabler?
Yes.
My name is Allison Dupin, and I want to report a rape.
When did it happen?
Why the fuck is she going to the police to report a rape?
Do you know who raped you? Yes.
That doesn't make sense. Is this whole fucking show about people going to the police to report crime?
He's really into this right now. Is that
If
like...
that worked, all these kids would be alive. People wouldn't be suffering.
In the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit.
When I went there, it was actually called the Special Victims Squad, not SVU, SVS. 17 years ago, and if Detective Didi had told me the truth,
Okay, it is Law and Order.
so much good would have been accomplished. So many people would have never been murdered, including kids in school. If you're a crime victim, don't go to the police.
He is obsessed with this
17
whole school
years
shooting.
ago, I went there. It's not Special Victims Unit, Special Victims Squad, SVS. That's what it's called.
No, he has brown hair. Thanks. Kid left alone.
And I flew 3,000 miles to go to it. I wonder where Detective Didi is today.
Oh, Dee.
Oh, is somebody in
Not
my room?
Deed.
I don't know. Does she know people? The people say to her, yeah,
Gone.
all these people would be alive if it weren't for you and your fucking mind.
What about the cameras at the front door?
I stayed here last night, but not in this room.
So smart girl. So smart that he's got his eye on the kid and the cameras.
This whole show about people being raped and going to the NYPD, that doesn't work. Going to the police doesn't work. Why the
He's
fuck
really
would I have a show
bothered
about
by
that when it
this.
doesn't work.
Okay, well, that was really weird. Like every video of his, it's weird. And he seems to be really bothered by this whole Law and Order thing. How in the show, the police do what they're supposed to. But in his, from his perspective, of course, he feels like everyone's ignoring him. But it's kind of funny that he notices stuff like that. Because I don't know, I feel like someone like him doesn't watch TV at all. Just judging by how out of it he is. Let's see. Okay. I'd give him $20 for his entire available search history, Liberty Bell says. I would love to see his search history too. Maybe ask him, give him that $20. Maybe that's the only way you can bribe him, but then again, he doesn't answer his messages, so probably not. Q45, he watches a lot of CNN, so that's probably where the QAnon stuff was planted in his mind. True, that's probably true. Because I can't imagine he sees all that stuff on social media. Well, probably he does, but it seems like he watches TV a lot more than watches YouTube videos. Okay, well, I think that's going to wrap up this stream. We've looked at quite a bit. Of course, if you enjoyed this, I will do it again. Just please let me know. I will stream and watch all kinds of videos and play games, of course. So if there's anyone interesting you want to recommend me to do a video about or a stream about, feel free, comment, let me know. Before I go, though, I'm going to put in the chat his old website with the Internet Archive link. And I'll let people just go looking around. Okay, so his old website he had goes all the way back, or the earliest capture of it is from 2007. But you probably want to look at some of the more recent years because the website looks a lot more polished. But I think you'll find it interesting because it's one thing to see all of these videos of him just rambling and stuff, but it's another thing to read his actual writings. It sounds a bit more coherent, even though it's still very confusing. We need a bi-weekly Harrison update stream. I mean, if you want, of course, I will be more than happy to do so and do little check-ins on Harrison, because I can't just keep making a video about Harrison over and over. It's better, I think, to do streams unless something really, really big happens, of course. But yeah, I will definitely do more streams about whatever you want, whatever the viewers want, whatever. Okay, so here, let me put this in chat. Okay, yeah, you guys can go poke around and read through this. I've read through a lot of it, but I couldn't get through everything. But I don't know, maybe we'll find something interesting in here. But okay, well, I will definitely consider doing a stream next week about Harrison or about anyone else that you would like to hear. Again, a new video should be coming out next week about the website Funny Junk. I am still working on the Cyrax documentary. That should be coming soon, and there will be an extended version of it on Patreon just for $1 a month. If that's the Cyrax video will be the first video of my new extended versions of videos that will be on Patreon for just $1. So there's no content on there right now if you do go and subscribe, but there will be very soon once I get that all finished. But I think that's about it. I think that's all I have to say. So I'm glad everyone was here. I'm glad everyone had a good time watching more of Harrison's videos. And yeah, if you notice anything crazy that happens that maybe I missed, feel free to just let me know, and we'll get right on it and do another stream. But all right, I think that'll wrap it up. Thank you guys for coming out. Liberty Bell, Q45. Who else was here? Particles was here earlier. Thank you all. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the support, the subscribers. It means a lot, and I put a lot of work into what I do, so I thank you all. Until next time.